I recently watched The Boy and the Heron, and while there's definitely a lot to digest regarding the plot, the incredible visuals, or the score, the biggest takeaway both my girlfriend and myself had was that the Foley artist needs a raise. Foley work is something that's always been pretty underappreciated in general, but even more so with Ghibli movies in particular. So quick disclaimer, while I have messed with the volume to emphasize the Foley, I do recommend having headphones for this one. So first, if you aren't acquainted with the term, Foley is essentially the art of making sounds feel real. When a character takes a step in grass, you don't record the actual sound of stepping in grass. Instead, you insert a Foley artist's interpretation of what stepping on grass sounds like. Sometimes this interpretation can be pretty straightforward, like making a sweeping sound by sweeping a broom. And sometimes these interpretations get very creative. Here's a quick example from the 2014 documentary The Secret World of Foley. It's only 13 minutes, I definitely recommend giving it a watch. I think the special level of attention to Foley and sound design is a big part of what makes Ghibli movies stand out from nearly all other animated films. While every animated film is going to pay close attention to sound design, with Ghibli movies the Foley makes everything feel real. It's a departure from the approaches many other animated films seem to take, where those are more concerned with conveying just the action of the scene, rather than the more natural and world-building sounds Ghibli prioritizes, such as footsteps in grass or on cobble, the clanking of hollow objects. It all works to deepen your immersion and allow you to identify these drawings in motion as something real and tangible, while subtly conveying important information. Just listen to the scene in Howl's Moving Castle and pay close attention to how Sophie sounds walking up the stairs, in comparison to how the Witch of the Waste sounds. Whereas Sophie's footsteps are more simple and what you would anticipate, the Witch of the Waste sounds almost like she's walking in mud. There's a real squelching that conveys just how exhausting every step she's taking feels. Mika Yamaguchi is the Foley artist credited on Studio Ghibli's latest film, The Boy and the Heron, and she really knocks it out of the park. According to Anime News Network's encyclopedia, her earliest Ghibli work was with Tales from Earthsea back in 2006. And she's done the Foley on every Ghibli film since. Being the sole Foley artist credited on The Boy and the Heron, I think this is an especially remarkable thing since many movies have Foley teams. As an example, Howl's Moving Castle from 2004 had 4 Foley artists credited, and it really shows. Foley and sound effects work to convey action, emotion, the gravity of a situation, or the lack thereof, but it also establishes the world and the landscape around you. It heightens reality beyond what you'll ever experience in real life, and in combination with the attention to detail Ghibli is known for, like their animation or especially their portrayal of food, your senses absorbing the look, the animation, and the secret sauce added from good Foley, it can practically trigger your sense of smell, let alone your taste buds and salivation, masking the actual lack of scent with such a deep immersion on all other fronts that your brain fills in the gaps. Keep a close eye on just how real that sense of food becomes.
入れましたか? 熱いから気をつけて.
I've been watching a lot of movies the last few years, and I've hit a point where hearing the same stock sound effects can immediately take me out of any scene. The sheer number of times I've pointed at the screen and said, "Hey, it's the door opening sound from SpongeBob," is way too high. But not once has that happened with a Ghibli movie, because they go out of their way to record these specific sounds rather than just reaching into the same file as everyone else. It's an extra level of attention that needs to be appreciated by more viewers. To be clear, using stock sound effects is not necessarily a bad thing or a sign of low quality, but when something doesn't, it does feel that much more special. Ghibli movies are worlds we love to get lost in, and so much of that sense of immersion and wonder is thanks to the work of Foley artists like Mika. So if you watch The Boy and the Heron, keep an ear open for Mika Yamaguchi's work, and in general, I hope you'll have a newfound appreciation for the hard work a Foley artist puts into something as simple as the sound of a character's footsteps. Thanks for watching. Like if you did. Please let me know of any movies that have Foley that stood out to you. It's always a joy finding a movie with a totally unique sense of sound. See ya.